Jones. I teach third grade at Lake Elementary School, and I'm on the executive board of the United Teachers of Richmond. Because I just came from the representative council of our union, where we were able to pass a major resolution against charter schools. So I know there's something going on, but I'm exhausted.
And why did your union pass a resolution against charter schools?
I mean, it's the right thing to do. It's timely. We've seen the encroachment of charter schools in the West Contra Costa Unified School District. Union jobs, union teacher jobs, as well as cafeteria worker unionized jobs and janitor jobs are all at stake with the rise of charter schools that don't have to hire union labor.
And who is behind the charter schools?
Oh gosh, big moneyed interests. I guess a lot of Wall Street names that made their fortune on Wall Street and then came to Richmond, California to make some more money.
It seems like they've convinced parents that this is the only way that they can get an education is to be in a charter school. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's very appealing to the idea of choice. I mean, even that word. I know this is totally unrelated, but as a woman, when I hear the word choice, I'm all for it as a progressive woman. Of course, women should have the right to choose. I know this is a totally different topic, but that word choice is just very provocative. So the charter school proponents are putting out that idea of parent choice. And so it's very appealing. As a parent, I could not look at another parent and say, no, you shouldn't have a choice. So I think that sort of parents find the idea of a choice to be appealing to them. But the reality is it's draining money away from traditional or local public schools. And also I think it should be illegal to put public money behind what are essentially private institutions. So I think we need to educate the community about what charter schools really do. And also, I haven't seen the data. Are they really doing a better job than public schools? I think the jury's still out on that. But as a public school teacher and as a parent, I do think that public school teachers need to teach curriculum that's more relevant to students' lives, make classes engaging, and try to get our kids to do the best they can.
And you have run into Ron Beller of the Caliber Schools. What was your experience with him in that meeting that was held? What did you learn about that?
Well, I learned that the ruling class doesn't know how to code switch. As an African American, I know how, when I'm around certain people in certain groups, to speak one way, and when you're around another group, you speak another way. It's called code switching. We all do it. When a group of working class women are together, we're not going to talk the same way as when we're with a group of men and women mixed company. So I thought everybody could do it, but Ron Beller could not tone down his elitism or his privilege. He just couldn't wipe it off of him, and the whole room stunk of privilege. His responses to the audience were horrible. At one point, he accused the pastor of a local church of being a liar, and you could hear an audible gasp from the audience. I mean, who calls a pastor a liar like that? And so there were other.
It was over eminent domain. They wanted to take part of the church.
Right. So the charter school, I guess, expressed a willingness to take, I believe, the whole property. But then when the church members called Beller on it, he said that he never said that, and that in fact the pastor was a liar.
What does that say about Ron Beller?
I don't know where he grew up or what neighborhood he grew up in, but I mean, he's an elitist. He's a profiteer, and I think
He says he's not really in it for money. He's for helping the children.
Well, I heard that. He also said that he was working for free. So before I knew who he was, that he was a billionaire, I was really concerned. Oh my gosh, there's a man working for free. Is there a?
He's a millionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire.
Okay, a millionaire. I was concerned. I thought he should, contact his local union reps so he can get a paycheck. I was wondering, is there a white slavery ring going on? How do we have people working for free out there in 2016 in the Bay Area? I was wanting to call the ACLU, but then I realized that he's a millionaire. So, he's been paid many times over. So I don't know if it's some kind of money laundering thing. I don't know what he's doing, but it's definitely not really working for free.
So this resolution you passed to educate an education campaign against charters, do you think it's going to have an effect?
I think it will. Our whole rep council seemed to really be behind it. So the resolution is, be it resolved that the United Teachers of Richmond stand against charter schools as a threat to public education in West Contra Costa Unified School District and the nation. And be it resolved that the United Teachers of Richmond call for an education campaign for our members and the community to educate them about the harms of charter schools to public education. I think the second point is really important because it's going to it basically calls for putting resources behind an education campaign. To me, it gives the rest of the resolution teeth and legs. So now we have marching orders. We have to go out there and educate our members. And the Rep Council is the policy-making body of our union, and so we've really set policy at our Rep Council today. So I think it's really historic, and I hope it motivates other union members to do the same thing.
And there are a lot of other unions here. I see the Teamsters and different unions, cafeteria workers, they're all concerned that their jobs are going to be destroyed. So it seems like there's other concerns among more than just teachers.
Yeah, people are really connecting the dots. I'm really surprised at how much organizing has been going on. There's not a week that goes by that I'm not getting an email, not a day that goes by, getting an email or inviting me to a meeting. Several community groups in Richmond are on top of this, and several unions are on top of this. The Carpenters Union, Local 1, which are the cafeteria workers and janitors, and I think some other workers in the West Contra Costa Unified School District are organized under Local 1. They're here because they all realize that union jobs are at risk because the charter schools are building campuses without union labor, and they're hiring workers that are not unionized. So this all means, an end to union jobs. So all union people are coming together, and that's a really nice thing to see. I think this is really exciting. I don't want to compare it to the Occupy movement, but it kind of feels like something like that's starting to happen.